Welcome back, viewer tribe! Un here with more I Played a Thing, Inherit the Earth, Quest for the Orb. Last time we healed Merp, broke Ia and Ak out of dog jail, and finally finished up entirely with the dog castle, leaving us free to push on further into the wildlands and find our mysterious raccoon. Ak, how do you feel about that whole ordeal?
Let's avoid this place in the future.
Good idea. And Ia? Whoops.
You've had a chance to explore this area. Where do we go from here?
Well, our raccoon friend is allegedly from far to the north, so I think we'll be heading northward. But we've got a stop or two to make along the way. First of all, you may recall at the quarry there were some green crystals that we'd very much like to take along. Rift tried to pull one out, but wasn't able to do so. Maybe now that we have a couple of extra hands we can pull it off. Ia, what do you think of the quarry?
No land that isn't green can truly be worth the visit.
Ak, I'm guessing you'll beg to differ?
Finally! Some place without a bunch of plants and trees.
That's about what I expected. Gentlemen?
Who could have made these gems? And why would he place them here?
Spoiler alert, we're never going to find out.
This is the kind of place I like.
It certainly is pretty. Now then, let's take another try at picking up this smaller fragment of crystal.
Allow me to try.
Go for it, Ia.
It is too large. We will have to figure something else out.
You know, Ia, I can't say I'm terribly shocked that punching the thing didn't accomplish our aim. Ak, you got any better ideas?
Gentlemen, allow me to make a suggestion. You, Fox, are a fine puzzle solver and possess a quick wit. Fine attributes, to be sure. And you, Elk, are a fine archer and noble warrior. These too are enviable skills. However, when you need brute strength and pure power, just say Uck. Ha ha ha!
You tell him, Sarge. Let's have a glance at our new treasure.
What a lovely rock crystal. I'm sure it must be worth something to somebody.
Worth something to somebody, eh? Sounds like commerce to me. And in the wildlands, when you think commerce, you think Kyla's Honeyfoot. So our next goal is going to be tracking down our mouse friend. And you may recall, in the previous episode, I mentioned that after the first time you find him in a forest clearing, it becomes kind of a pain in the ass, because he always shows up in the same clearing the first time, but after that he moves to a random one. And to the best of my knowledge, there's no way to know which one he's at, so we're just gonna have to check every clearing and hope it doesn't take too long to find him. Oh, no mouse this time. But at least we can get the clearing flavor text now that Ak and Ia are with us.
Finally, another forest to explore and enjoy.
Plants, flowers, sunshine. You know, it scares me a little.
Yep, I'm definitely picking up on a theme with these two. Mouse! That wasn't too bad. Took a little time to track him down, but I've certainly had worse. There have been times when I've gone to every clearing on the map and he was in the very last one I checked. Now then, Kylus, how you been?
Hello.
Kylus Honeyfoot is my name. Dry goods merchant extraordinaire is my thing.
I would be most interested in seeing what you have.
So then, what will be your pleasure?
Alright, it looks like he's got the 3 bits of clothing that he had before that Rift didn't show a whole lot of interest in. And he's still got our ring. Yeah, we'd kinda like to have that back.
I would like to trade back the needle and thread for the ring.
Riff, my friend, I would be a poor businessman indeed if I would make such a trade. No, I'm afraid I cannot agree to such a bargain.
I guess that proves that he was indeed getting by far the better of us with that trade in the first place.
Life is also a series of choices, and we can use those choices to make life better or worse for those around us.
Please, spare me your philosophizing. If you want the ring, come up with the credits.
But
In fairness, Riff, that was kind of condescending.
Ia, perhaps you could persuade our friend.
My friend, I represent the Forest King in the land to the south. The quest we are on is very dear to his heart, and I am sure that he would...
Please, spare me your entreaties. I do not deal in promises. I deal in hard cash.
But...
It was worth a try. Alright, when you need brute strength, just say Ak.
Ak, would you see what you can do to, persuade our friend to see our side?
I don't think you realize how important this is to Riff. And I hate to see Riff unhappy.
You'll have to do better than that. You can't intimidate me.
Let's see how brazen you are when you taste the steel of my...
What's the matter? Missing your sword, perhaps? Perhaps you would like to buy a sword. I'm running a special.
Ooh!
Ak, I'm afraid he has us at a disadvantage. Forget it.
But...
Damn. I gotta give Kylus credit. For a little mouse, he's got balls of steel. Alright. I have to think this is worth a little more than that ring, but it's the only thing we've got. And really, what else are we gonna do with it?
Tell me, might you find any value in this crystal?
Why, yes. Yes, indeed.
So, we have a deal?
Oh, we do indeed. The ring is yours, along with my fondest wish that it brings you good fortune.
Yeah, he seemed a little too quick to make that exchange. I think we've gotten rooked again. But oh well. We've got the ring, and that's what we came for.
I see nothing here that I want at this time.
Indeed. Perhaps next time.
Farewell, friend Kylus.
Safe journey, my friend.
Right. I think that's everything we should need for our journey. We're all ready to push on further into the wildlands. And conveniently enough, our next step is this gorge right here.
I wouldn't want to take a tumble down that.
Are you sure this is the right way?
Well, seeing as it's the only way through the mountains and we need to get to the other side, I would say it is the right way. About you, Ia?
We elk are known for our sure-footedness. Let me try to cross it.
Sounds like a plan to me.
Well, come on. What are you waiting for?
I'm waiting to grow strong legs and hooves.
Come on, we're nearly across these mountains.
I like the way Ia just kind of wanders around on the other side of the cliff after you talk to him and he asks you to hurry up. I don't know whether it's just a quirk of his pathfinding or if it's a deliberate attempt to make him look fidgety, but either way, I like it.
Not bad, Elk. Not bad at all.
In any case, we've now got someone on the other side of the gorge, which means we may be able to make good use of that rope.
Here we go.
That worked out quite nicely. Alas, we cannot reclaim our rope, but we've made it onto the other side of the chasm. That's the important thing. Ah, a dock. An impassable forest in every other direction. Looks like there's a little seafaring in our future.
According to the map, there should be a ferry here to take us across.
That must be what this old boat is. But I don't see anyone to operate it.
All the better. We can just take the boat across ourselves.
I wouldn't try that if I were ye.
What did you say?
I didn't say anything.
If ye want to cross yon channel, ye had best ask me nicely.
Holy shit, is that a wolf pirate? That's kind of an awesome combination.
Nothing special about it.
Oh, Riff, don't say that right in front of the ferryman. It doesn't look like we can look at him. That's a shame. Ak, what do you think of this guy?
The wetness, the tossing, the danger. I love boats.
The wetness, the tossing, the danger. I hate boats.
Well, I'm afraid you're just gonna have to suck it up, yeah? We don't really have anywhere else to go.
We are on a quest of grave importance, and would be most grateful if you could but give us passage across the channel.
Your quest means nothing to me, and your gratitude means less. If ye wants passage, ye will pay me price.
What is your price?
It's not much, I ask. I be rather fond of jewelry. Gold is most to me liking. Might ye have any gold upon your persons?
We are but poor travelers.
Then I am but a poor ferryman, and have no room on me boat for the likes of thee.
That's a pretty dead giveaway as to what he wants. And as luck would have it, we just picked it back up. It's even got a wolf on it. It's like it was made for him.
That ring should do for passage. Hand it over and we'll be off. Aye, this be fine. It has a good weight, and where did ye get this? Bar!
You recognize it?
That I do, and it does not bode well. We're off, lads. Settle back, it'll be a while. Perhaps I could answer a few questions for ye. No charge.
The reason our new lupine friend is kind of discombobulated about that ring, you may recall when we were dealing with Sist, he mentioned that rings like that belong to wolf captains and are used for making treaties, and since it was found in the mud bath of the Boar King, that meant a wolf captain was making some kind of deal with the Boar King that probably wasn't good news for the other tribes. But we'll let our friend confirm that.
What do you know about this ring?
I know it belongs to a wolf captain, and that be no one to trifle with. Now, where did you find it?
Let's just say that I found it in the quarters of the leader of another tribe.
Then there be an alliance.
An alliance? What sort of alliance?
That I know not. It could be anything from a simple trade agreement to a military alliance. That would depend on which wolf pack is making the alliance, and the tribe they're making the alliance with.
Suppose I said the alliance was made with the Boers.
Then hold on to your hat, laddie, 'cause suddenly I smells war in the air.
War? With whom?
With anyone who gets in our way, that's who. Any wolf pack that would form an alliance with the Boer is looking for trouble.
Yeah, that pretty much checks out with what we heard from Sist. But we don't actually know much about the wolves themselves.
Tell us about the wolves of the North Island.
There be several tribes. The mountain wolves stay mostly to themselves. They don't like to be bothered. But should ye run into one, ye stand a chance of getting away alive.
They sound lovely.
The forest wolves are their friendliest. Just a bunch of big dogs, if you ask me. The snow wolves live far to the north. They're a small group, mostly nomadic by nature.
They don't seem like a group that would want to have anything to do with the Boer.
Now, the ones he has to look out for are called the Hunters of the Dark Claw.
Who are they?
They be the baddest bunch of thieving, murdering blackguards in all the land. They're the type that'll slit your throat and feed you to the vultures just for fun.
Delightful.
Who is their leader?
Our leader be Gar, and he be the worst of the worst. If it's him what's mixed up with the Boer, that means trouble deep.
Well, now that we've heard about the Hunters of the Dark Claw and their leader Gar in so much detail, it's pretty much inevitable that we're going to be crossing paths with them. Should be a good time.
What can you tell us about the North Island?
Nothing good, unless you're born there and know its ways. It can be mighty unfriendly to strangers.
Is there anything we should look out for?
Aye, everything. Don't turn your back on nothing. Might just be the thing what kills thee.
Where is the camp of the Hunters of the Dark Claw?
In the northeast part of the island. Don't let that fool ye, though. They've got scouts and spies everywhere.
What is in the northern part of the island?
Don't know. I hear stories about strange buildings. Maybe left there by some dead tribe. Never been there, though. Most what goes there never comes back.
Well, well. A treacherous environment, warrior wolves. We've got quite an adventure ahead of us. Let's get to it.
Well then, we had best be on our way.
By the time we get to the island, it'll be time to set up camp.
Yes, we'd better get an early start if we plan to pick up the raccoon's trail.
Raccoon? Ye be chasing the raccoon?
Yes. What do you know about him?
Nothing. I knows nothing. Now leave me be.
Good sir, lives hang in the balance.
I've said too much already. Now leave me be, or so help me, I'll throw the lot of ye off me boat. I swear it.
How can this raccoon possibly inspire such fear in a wolf?
This is obviously no ordinary raccoon. At any rate, we shall find the answer on yon island.
Perhaps. Perhaps the answer shall find us.
Let me amend that. A treacherous environment, warrior wolves, and a raccoon that can scare the shit out of wolves. We're definitely going to have an adventure ahead of us. Ia, any comment?
Well, here we are, standing at the edge of yet another unknown land.
How about you, Ak?
Maybe we're chasing the wrong raccoon. Maybe he didn't steal the orb at all.
Ak, if I didn't know better, I'd say you sounded a little intimidated. Well, I suppose everyone has their fears.
So that's the North Island. Let's see where we are.
We are completely off the map, folks. We're gonna be flying blind from here forward. Well, we've already got 2 landmarks of interest ahead of us. We've got a dam up here, but there's a waterfall that's a little closer, so let's check that out first. And someone taking a shower under it too. Now, this character is going to have 3 dialogue options, and we only get to choose one of them. So I'm going to make a save game here so we can see the results of all 3 of those dialogue options. Alright, how you doing there, buddy? Actually, I should do the usual chat with our friends first.
Do you have any idea where you're going?
Not really.
My instincts are telling me that my stomach is hungry.
Yeah, we're gonna have to live off the land, I'm afraid. Now then, how you doing there, friend?
Hello! Was it something I said?
Who are you? Why are you here?
I'm sorry, ma'am. I didn't realize you were, ma'am.
We come in search of information about an orb that was stolen.
An orb? What is this orb of which you speak?
You do not know of the orbs? The orb of storms? The orb of hands?
These words mean nothing to me. My name is Shiala. I live in these woods. You may continue in peace. But remember, I'll be keeping an eye on
If we try to look at or talk to Shiala again,
you. Please leave me alone.
she just tells us to piss off, so we can't ask her any of the other things. Also, there's a gap in the rocks behind her, but with Shiala standing there, we can't actually get to it. The only other thing we can do right now is take a look at the waterfall.
Very pretty.
Yes, it is, Riff. So let's reload.
Hello! Was it something I said?
Who are you? Why are you here?
Actually, we were just passing through.
You lie! No one comes to the North Island by accident. Tell me the truth, or you will not live to lie again.
I speak the truth. We have never been to this island before. How could we know that this is your domain?
Perhaps you are in league with the others.
The others?
You know who they are. You know. My name is Shiala. I live in these woods. You may continue in peace. But remember, I'll be keeping an eye on you.
Okay, one more inquiry.
Hello! Was it something I said?
Who are you? Why are you here?
And this looks like a pretty promising line of inquiry.
We are searching for a group of wolves called the Hunters of the Dark Claw. Do you know them?
I do. And if I had one of them here now, I would run him through before he could blink.
You do not feel kindly toward these wolves?
They are my hated enemies. Someday I will destroy them. My name is Shiala. I live in these woods. You may continue in peace. But remember, I'll be keeping an eye on you.
Is the enemy of our enemy our friend? I suppose only time will tell. Also, there was an interview with Talon, in which the interviewer asked, whose idea was the wolf chick taking a shower under the waterfall? And Talon's answer, paraphrased of course, was, oh, that was me, and yes, it's totally fan service. I put that in just for the furries. I'm glad you noticed. Alright, there's nothing more we can get out of Shiala right now, so let's move on to the dam here.
Well, where are we going now? We have no idea where we are.
We'll just have to trust our instincts. We're on the right trail. I can feel it. However, we must keep looking. After all, we can't expect the hunters to come to us. I have a plan. Attention! I hereby declare all of you my prisoners. Put down your weapons and form a straight line. I didn't say it was a good plan.
We can't expect them to come to us, huh? Well, surprise, surprise.
We could have wandered for days before finding the camp of the Hunters of the Dark Claw, but luckily here we are.
Uh-huh. We're sitting here in a cage, held prisoner by a bunch of crazy wolves who are keeping us alive just for the pleasure of killing us later. Yeah, I'm feeling real lucky.
Ah, you're alive, I see. Good.
What is the meaning of this? Why have you attacked us?
I guess I'm just a big bad wolf.
Big bad wolf. That's great. Boss, you kill me.
Don't tempt me.
What do you intend to do with us?
You I have no use for. When it suits me, you shall die a slow death for my amusement. You, Fox, shall make a lovely ornament for my wall, or perhaps a nice rug for me to wipe my feet on. Ha!
Yeah.
Thanks for dropping by. Don't be strangers now. My friends, make yourselves comfortable. It appears we may be here for a while.
Nice guy, that Gar.
Good evening, gentlemen. At last we meet face to face. I understand you three have had quite a nasty time trying to find me.
That is an understatement.
Don't worry. These wolves will not harm you in any way. That's good. Until I tell them to. For now, let's have a nice chat.
Well, well. We've finally met with our quarry. First of all, let's see if we can get a name out of him.
Who are you?
Oh, forgive me. My manners are atrocious. My name is Chota. How do you do?
Not well, thank you.
Yes, I'm afraid it looks that way.
You are a long way from the rest of your tribe.
My tribe? I have no tribe. I learned long ago that I am, different.
Different, eh? So they're not all assholes where you come from.
What do you intend to do with us?
Well, I obviously cannot allow you to interfere with my plans. Therefore, I can either hold you in this cell, which I am sure you would find most distasteful, or I could simply kill you, which you would probably like even less. You call those choices? I give you until tomorrow morning to decide your fate. May I suggest hanging? It's quick and ever so much less messy than beheading.
And here's the million-dollar question.
Tell me, Chota, the Orb of Storms, is it in your possession?
Oh my, yes. I have it all right, and I intend to keep it.
Why? So what if you can predict the weather? You are only one raccoon. There's only so much you can plant and harvest.
Ah, my friend, you're not seeing the big picture. You see, the Orb of Storms is only a small part of a much larger force. A force which will enable me to actually control the weather.
What?
It's true. Can you imagine? It will rain as long as I say it will, and it will stop when I say. It will be blazing hot or freezing cold at my pleasure. Floods or droughts at my command.
And what will determine which weather you create?
Why, the will of the people, of course. I am their servant. Naturally, they will elect me their governor. And what happens if the tribes do not elect you?
Then I'm afraid I'll have to take rather drastic measures. But fear not. As their governor, I shall put a stop to all of their silly arguing and squawking. There will be peace and goodwill.
Or else the people die?
You obviously have no appreciation for my plans.
Well, that's just super. We've got ourselves a weather control device in the hands of a megalomaniac. You know what, Chota? Piss off.
Since we can't seem to agree on these matters, perhaps you would be so kind as to leave us.
I shall do so, but I will be back tomorrow. Meantime, sleep well, my friends, in preparation for the sleep eternal.
Shh! Quiet! It is I, Shiala. I've come to free you.
And not a moment too soon. How did you know where to find us?
I knew you would wind up here eventually. You were no match for these wolves.
It's nice to know we inspire such confidence.
There. I've cut the binds on the cage. You must hurry. The Dark Claw are out hunting now, but they will return before long.
How about that? We've given a name to our pain, and that name is Chota. And it appears the enemy of our enemy is our friend. What do you think about these latest developments, Ak?
I hate it when we're trying to get away, and you just want to talk.
Oh, come on. We're good buddies.
I think it's time to escape.
Alright, I see what the prevailing sentiment is here. It would only seem wise to check out the place before we take off, though. These two lodges in the back, though, we can't actually get into them.
That sheep looks pretty done to me.
Ak, you mentioned you were hungry. But there's really no time for that. This must be Gar's place.
Ugh, it's filthy.
A leader without his own bath doesn't deserve any respect at all.
So this is Gar's den, a small place for such a mighty leader.
Looks pretty sharp, if you ask me.
I see what you did there, Riff. But what is this? An ancient trophy.
I wonder if this was made by the humans.
Yeah, not really any sort of familiar design we're acquainted with. Yoink. Anything else we can see about it?
I wonder if this was made by the humans.
Nope. I'm sure Gar is keeping this in his home because he thinks it's all prestigious, but I like to think it's a trophy for curling or pine car derby or like even a participation trophy.
Pretty wicked looking emblem.
Indeed it is. I think that's all there is to see around the Hunters of the Dark Claw camp. Let's get the hell out of here. Well, my friends, it has been a very busy day. We did some commerce, braved a chasm, sailed the seas, inadvertently perved on a wolf chick taking a shower, got captured by the Hunters of the Dark Claw, met our mysterious raccoon, learned of his rather chilling plot, and busted out of jail again. I think we've earned ourselves a little rest. We now find ourselves on the northern end of the northern island, so next time we'll explore our new environs and hopefully pick up on Chota's trail once again. Until then, have a good one, and thank you very much for watching. This is Un, signing off. Today's Lupine Cinemax has been brought to you by Justin Carpenter, Nolden, Zangamarth, Anonymous Benefactor, John Madigan, Sanguine Games, Misha Van Doren, Frank Grizzy, Tim J., Lolo De Puzzlo, Joshua C. Ritchie, Jared C. Rice, Sonic Rose, EX Potemkin, Alicia Goranson, Mechasaurus, PG Jono, Doug Russell, August Fortnight, Patrick Bellinger, Andy Kurland, Jarogue, Martin Schowenmakers, Mayo the Hedgefox, Hildegard Argelmach, IGV, Jazel, Joseph Hall, Hot Mayo Sandwich, Dan Larson, Electric Keat, K. Ivan Rupert, Tiny Shopkeeper, Charlie Dunst, Kikoskia, Kobo4231, Alex Beyer, welcome, and other Procyon patrons. My gratitude to each and every one of you, and a big thank you to all subscribers, all the good folks in the comment section, and everyone watching. I do always enjoy having you along, and I hope the coming week is very good to you. Take care, everyone, and I'll see you next trip around the Horn.